Students, I am Suresh Kumar. In this video, we are covering the basics of financial management, which is helpful to the students appearing CA Intermediate examination. Also, students pursuing CA Final can use this video to understand the basics of financial management. What is accounting? Accounting is the systematic recording of business transaction for the purpose of users. Who are the users of accounting? Users are internal users and external, just like investors, debtors, creditors, employees. For the purpose of users, that we are recording business transaction, and thereafter we are classifying, summarizing and preparing reports. Various reports are prepared based on the requirement of the users. This accounting can be broadly classified into financial accounting. That is, bookkeeping is the basis of financial accounting. That is, business transactions are recorded on systematic basis based on the period, that is chronologically, and thereafter various reports are prepared. The various prepared under financial accounting are financial statements, which comprises of the balance sheet, statement of profit and loss, and cash flow statement. Then cost accounting, it is accounting for cost, and the main purpose of accounting cost is for the purpose of cost control and cost reduction. Another area is management accounting, which is accounting for managers, and why managers need accounting? For the purpose of decision making. Then financial management, it is otherwise known as corporate finance. It is nothing but management of money. In this topic, this is on financial management. We are going through the various areas of how you manage the money for a corporate body. Now, financial management, that is management of finance. It is management of finance, and finance means nothing but money or fund, that is money management. Financial management means management of finance, and finance means fund or money, that is financial management means fund management. This fund has two aspects. That one, procurement of fund and its effective utilization. Therefore, one of the definitions of financial management is acquisition of fund and its effective utilization. That this term finance has two sides. One, acquisition of fund and its effective utilization. Acquisition of fund and its effective utilization. Acquisition of fund means the place where you are acquiring this fund. This is what is known as sources of fund. Sources of fund, and this is application of fund. That is, fund has two sides: sources of fund and application of fund. Acquisition of fund and effective utilization of fund. That is, the sources of fund and application of fund. Therefore, you can understand this financial management as study of acquisition of fund and effective utilization. Why? Later we will come across the objective of financial management, that is wealth maximization. Every arrangement of this finance is based on the principle of wealth maximization. Then the acquisition of fund, the fund are broadly classified into two. That is, sources of fund, it can be own fund or loan fund. Own fund and loan fund. This own fund can be equity, share capital and retained earning, which is otherwise known as reserves and surplus. Own fund can be in the form of equity, share capital or reserves and surplus, and the loan fund, examples of loan fund, debentures, bonds, etc. And you are acquiring this fund and it is invested in the assets, which is, you can invest in capital assets, that is fixed assets, or it can be other investments. That is, you are procuring fund and it is utilized. You are utilizing means you are investing in fixed assets. Why you are investing in fixed assets or other investment? To generate income. Then another classification is based on period of maturity. This is long, the capital can be long-term capital or short-term capital. For example, own fund, loan fund, similarly it is long-term fund and short-term fund. Current liabilities such as sundry creditors and other creditors for expenses are example for short-term capital or short-term sources of fund. And there are current assets. The current assets can be investment in sundry debtors, cash and cash equivalents and inventory. Therefore, another classification is based on the period of maturity. This is long-term source and this is short-term sources of fund. Short-term means which is payable. For example, in the case of current liabilities, it should be payable within a period of 1 year, and this is payable for a period more than 1 year. And this current assets are those assets received or receivable in a period less than 1 year, and this is long-term assets. These are the sources of fund and its effective utilization. Now let's look into the balance sheet structure of a corporate, that is company. There can be share capital or capital structure. This capital, as I already told you, it is own fund that includes share capital and reserves and surplus. Then loan fund. The loan can be in the form of bond or debentures, etc. And this can be secured loan or unsecured loan. This capital is invested in assets, which is known as capital budgeting. It is the budgeting for capital. Why it is budgeting? Because it is a decision making. Financial management is the management of finance and it is full of decision making. The decisions are made by CFO, Chief Financial Officer. And the CFO is at the helm of affairs of the company for finance matters, and he is looking at the center of the finance and he is managing the sources of fund and its application. That is, the CFO is at the central point of finance function. The CFO is managing the fund, means he is deciding what is the amount required as the sources of fund and where do the fund should be arranged. Is it from the own capital or from the loan capital? And where should this fund acquired should be invested, and in which fixed assets this asset should be invested. Why you are investing in fixed assets? Because you may just consider the profit and loss account of a company, P&L, and there is a figure, it is by sales. This sales figure is out of investment in fixed assets and investment in current assets. Current assets such as inventory, etc. These inventories are used in the fixed assets, that is machinery, plant, furniture, etc. Then this current assets is converted into finished goods, and this finished goods result in sales, and this sales is ultimately result in profit, net profit, and this net profit will be taken to the reserves and surplus. You are investing in fixed assets and current assets to generate income for the company. Without fixed assets and current assets, the company cannot generate revenue or generate profit, and this profit is taken as the reserves and surplus, or this is what is distributed to the shareholders as dividend, or it is what is the taxes are paid out of that figure, etc. Therefore, this is the relationship between this reserves and surplus and investment in fixed assets and investment in current assets. The Chief Financial Officer is full of decision making activities, and it is the responsibility of the CFO to arrange the fund for the company to invest in various fixed assets that will generate revenue and which is accumulated to the reserves and surplus. Therefore, it is the CFO who is managing the sources of fund, and CFO is the person who is managing the application of fund. Why this management? Later we will come across the principles of wealth maximization. That is, he is arranging the sources of fund and he is spending in the fixed assets, and this is possible only through the current running of the business. The current affairs of the business are considered as the working capital. Working capital is nothing but investment in current assets minus current liabilities payable. Now, you should understand, in financial managing, the CFO is managing the finance of a company. In order to manage the finance of company, he should be able to manage individual items of this finance. What are the individual items of finance? That is, he will be able to manage own fund, that is, what is the capital required to invest in the assets, and what should be the retained earning. We will come across the various decisions taken by the CFO. Then it is the CFO who is arranging secured loan, unsecured loan. Thereafter, what is capital structure? Structure of the capital. Who is deciding the structure of the capital? CFO. CFO is deciding what is the total capital required, of which what is the own capital, that is equity capital plus reserves and surplus, and what should be the loan capital, and how much of this loan is secured, how much is unsecured, so that the wealth is maximized. And the investment or the procurement of capital is known as capital structure planning. CFO is responsible to make capital structure planning, and this is an area of decision making. That is, how much capital is required, of that capital what should be the own position and what should be the loan fund required. Of this total capital, what amount to be invested in fixed assets and what are the other investment made by the company, so that the wealth is maximized. Thereafter, it is the responsibility of the CFO to manage the current assets and current liabilities. Managing current assets means managing individual components of the current assets. What are the components of current assets? Inventory. In inventory, we will study what is the raw material requirement, what is the work in progress WIP, and what should be the finished goods. How to manage raw material, how to manage WIP, how to manage the finished goods. This is what is inventory management. That is, in working capital management, CFO should manage every items of working capital. First inventory, then debtors. How to manage debtors? That is, what are the different categories of debtors based on their credit worthiness, and how much credit should be given to allocated to each class of this category. And the other area is cash, how to manage the cash and cash equivalents of your company. These are all the various decisions taken by the CFO. And in financial management, you are studying what is the capital structure. We will go through various capital structure theory, and what is the leverage, what is meant by leverage, that we will come to it later. That is how much of on capital and how much of loan capital is required, or what quantum of loan capital should be procured to get the leverage effect of profit. That we will study later. What is the leverage effect on profit? It is an extensive area for CA intermediate students. Then, what is the amount invested in fixed assets? This is a decision making area. Whether a particular machinery is bought or not, and the CFO is responsible for making the decision. Then, what is the other investment made? The investment in fixed assets are known as capital budgeting decision, and then decisions in current assets, that is nothing but working capital management. Now, functions or role of CFO. As I was telling you, CFO is at the central point of financial decision making, and it is full of various decisions. This post or this position or this office of the CFO is full of decision making. He is dealing with various decisions. And what are the various decisions? Previously I was telling you the structure of sources of fund and application of fund. All these areas are the areas of decision making by CFO. That is sources of fund, whether it is long term or short term, whether it is own fund or loan fund, and its application in fixed assets or current assets. Everything is the function of CFO. That is, the CFO is at the central point. First, you may take sources of fund. Where will the CFO get money to invest in assets of the company? It is from, whether it is own fund or loan fund, it is from capital market. The market from where we are bringing capital is known as capital market, and the capital market, from the capital market, CFO is inviting, or this is the sources of fund of the company. He is inviting fund into the company, and this is one of the decisions taken by the CFO. What is the market from which the fund is to be acquired? Is it share capital, or is it debenture or some other loan, which is known as financing decision. Decision for acquiring fund or acquiring money or acquiring finance. That is what is financing decision. This is one of the functions of CFO. That is, CFO is approaching capital market and raising fund so that the fund is invested in assets. Why invested in the assets? And that is the operations of the firm to generate sales or revenue, thereby generate profit. The company is investing in assets. The CFO is procuring fund and it is utilized effectively in firm's operations. What is the firm's operation? That is to generation of sales. How they can generate sales? By investing in assets, whether it is fixed assets or current assets. That is what is known as investing decision. When the money is procured and it is invested and the firm has profit. This profit is utilized in two ways. That is, a portion should be given back to market. Market means those who are providing capital. It is what is known as dividend. And the balance is retained earning. Procuring fund, it is utilized that will generate income. That income is given back to the providers of capital. The balance left is retained by the company. For these two steps, that is dividend declaration and retained earning, the CFO must analyze the financial activities, that is the financial analysis, for example ratio analysis, various ratio analysis. Therefore, you can summarize it as financing decision, investing decision, dividend decision. These are the major decisions made by the CFO, and all these decisions are made by keeping in mind the principle of wealth maximization. Therefore, this function of CFO can be taken as, or various decision by the CFO is financial decision, that is deciding on capital structure planning. Capital structure planning. You should understand CFO is approaching the market, and from the market he is, that is market is known as capital market. From the capital he is procuring capital. The capital can be equity share capital or other loan fund. That is what is decision on capital structure planning or financial decision. Then the procured fund should be invested in fixed assets for the operations of firm. Therefore, it is investment decision. Thereafter, he is performing the financial analysis to decide whether the surplus should be distributed to the owners of capital or should it be retained, or what is the portion of the profit to be distributed as dividend, or what is the profit to be retained as the earning, internal earning. It is otherwise known as internal earning for the future developmental activities and decision making. Dividend decision is the declaration or non-declaration of dividend and retained earning. That is, the CFO raises money from the capital market for investment in the firm's operations, and at the year end he does performance analysis. Why such analysis? That is to decide whether or not to declare dividend.